One of my favorite areas to fly is out to the Bahamas. Today we're going to fly the TBM900 and Xplane11 from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to my favorite island of Staniel Key on the Exuma Island chain. Alright, so welcome aboard the Hot Start TBM900 here in Xplane11. Turn on the battery here, and we'll also put the generator to main, get the systems up and running. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting flight. A new feature that they're coming out with in real life here at the Banyan Pilot Shop at Fort Lauderdale is called pre-clearance. So they're going to actually have a Bahamian customs office here in the Banyan Pilot Shop, where now you will be able to pre-clear in to any island you want to go to in the Bahamas. This feature will be coming out soon in real life. So it's going to make it really convenient to go to any island you want to out in the Bahamas. You'll be able to just fly out and pre-cleared here. And
oral warning. Okay.
Once you land, you just go have fun. You don't have to worry about doing anything out there once you land. So get the systems all up and running here. Alright, so TAWS systems test okay. We're going to come up here and do a start. So we'll turn our strobe light on. Going to go ignition on. Fuel boost pump on, and everything's looking good. So what we're going to do is come up on the starter here, click up and hold it for 2 seconds. There we go, release. We're going to come down here now and watch the start cycle. Going to watch for the NG to rise up, stabilizes. Here we go, it's stabilizing right up around 17%. Introduce the fuel to low idle. Now we're watching for our hot start on the ITT and hung start on the NG. We're watching. ITT looks like it's going to temp out at 696, I believe it was. And the NG's getting a good rise up. There we go, good start. So we're going to come up here to the overhead and ignition to auto, fuel boost pump to auto, fuel selector to auto, autopilot trims, and everything is set to on. And we're going to go to high idle. See, now you're going to see the prop RPM come up. Looking good. We'll turn our bleed on, turn the AC on, come over here, left knee. We're going to flip the inertial separator on, and we'll monitor COM 2.
Fort Lauderdale Executive Information Papa. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 4000 scattered. Temperature 14, dew point -14. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runways 0913, departing runways 0913. Advise on initial contact you have Papa.
Alright, we've got information Papa. So the one thing we have to do to get this airplane ready for departure is to get all the trim set. So we got our elevator trim here. We're going to toggle that down into the green for takeoff. Rudder trim. Toggle that over into the green. There we go. Aileron trim is looking good, and here's your flaps. So we're going to put it to the takeoff setting. Come right down here, put that to the takeoff setting. We're also going to make sure it indicates. And indicating. Come up to the overhead here, we'll turn our taxi light on. You can see him out there on the Banyan Pilot Shop windows. So we're all ready to go. Executive traffic, TBM, we're going to be taxiing out to runway 9er, executive traffic. Alright, so we're going to come down here, release the park and brake, and off we go to the Bahamas. We have to be careful as we're exiting the ramp here. We have a lot of airplanes off to the right here. So one nice thing about the simulators is you can go to exterior view and keep an eye on your wingtips. That's the Banyan FBO over there to the left. To me, I think that's the best FBO to use here at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, because they got also the pilot shop there. You can pick up all your supplies that you're going to need to fly out into the Bahamas. So this is the Bravo intersection. They would normally give you Bravo Echo to runway 9er. And if you take a look down here at the iPad, you're going to see there we are on Bravo, and we're coming up on Echo, and then we'll go left on Echo over to runway 9er. There's the tower over there off our left wing. And right behind there on Quebec ramp is actually Maker's Air. If you guys are looking to have a company fly you out to the Bahamas, they have a fleet of 4 Grand Caravans. They have a lot of destinations they'll take you out, and they'll be able to fly you out to the Bahamas. It's a great company. So to get our flight director what we want on this departure, we're going to come down here to the throttle and push the go around button. That's going to pitch our flight director up to 10 degrees. Then we're going to also climb out in heading mode on a 090 heading, and go up to 2,000 feet is what they would normally give you here on your departure. Beautiful day to fly out to the Bahamas. If you look at the windsock over there, you'll see maybe a light wind out of the north a little bit. ATA said calm winds. So we're coming up on 9er. Go up here, turn our landing light on, and we'll come down here and turn our stall heat, pitot-static heat cell on. And we'll make an announcement. Executive traffic, TBM, we're taking off a 9er, departing to the east. Executive traffic. I don't hear anybody. We're talking on the VATSIM network. Final looks clear. Going to be crossing the hold short bars here. And that's 4-flight telling us we're approaching 09. And we got 5,900 feet remaining. I love how that 4-flight app connects right to the sim, so it's very realistic. So we're going to line up on center line here. And Staniel Key, here we come. Alright, there we go. So we're going to ease the power now up. 2,000 on the prop RPM. There we go. And we'll advance the torque. Takeoff power is set. Looking for a rotation speed. There we go. Rotate. And we'll go gear up. And actually, you know what? I forgot to put my Bose 20 headset on. There we go. How about that for the difference in sound? Minor flight sim glitch there. Normally I'd have that on without question. But yeah, you can tell the difference in the sound when you put that headset on. It's really cool. Alright, so we're going to go flaps up. Selected. Also make sure it indicating. Alright, what I'm doing right now is I'm just flying the airplane, hand flying it, keeping the airplane to the flight director. That'll be on a 090 heading, climbing to 2,000 feet. See, right now with the flight director, I gotta go a little bit to the left to stay in that 090 heading with the heading bug. And now that we're leveling out, I'm still hand flying it. The flight director is going to come down and show us where we're supposed to put the plane to maintain our 2,000 feet in a 090 heading. So as long as you keep your plane right where that flight director goes, you're good to go. Now that we're leveling out, I'm pitching down on the elevator trim. We'll turn the autopilot on here. Sims are a lot of fun for procedures. When it comes to actually hand flying it, it's not as realistic, obviously, as the real airplane. So normally now they would give us a climb up to 900,000, give or take. So we'll set our altitude up to 900,000. And we'll VS that up. So VS. And we'll go 3,000 feet a minute up. There we go, we're all set. See the coastline out there behind us? So we'll come down here, we're going to go to flight plan. And that's going to be our routing. We got Bahamas in there, and then direct to Staniel Key. So normally you get radar vectors, Bahamas, and then direct to your destination on this departure. ATC would normally keep you on a 090 heading here until you get farther off the coast with the routings. What is that over there? Look at that. You see that, guys? Looks like a oil rig. That's not typically there in real life. Got an oil rig off our left. So we're at 130. We're going to hit the flight level change button. Give or take, we're at 132 when we hit the button. So the airplane's now going to pitch for 132 knots for the rest of the climb. So we don't have to worry about stalling out the airplane anymore. Let's go over to Miami and see if we can get anybody to get maybe our IFR clearance here. Miami, good afternoon. 851 Tango Bravo. I'm not hearing anybody. 1,000 to go, 8,000 climbing 9,000. And now that we're up above the clouds here, and we'll turn our inertial separator off. So this switch right here down by our left knee, we're going to flip that. Now 30 seconds or so, we're going to have the inertial, this light will go off. There we go. And the task will be completed with the inertial separator. You're going to see a torque climb now, because you're going to get more air going into the engine. And you're going to see your ITT drop. So you can see it's dropping. And they would probably give us another step up here, climb maintain 1,000. So 851 Tango Bravo, we're climb maintain 1,000. We're going to go back, VS that. We'll go up 2,000 feet a minute. And down to 10,000 feet. Go over to the overhead here and turn off our landing leg. That's 1,000 to go, 10,000 climbing to 1,000. Alright, so we're going to level off here. You can add a little bit more power in here. See the 1,000 flashes as it's capturing. And at this stage of the flight in real life, they would give you probably up to your cruise altitude. So we're going to dial in 5,000. There we go. Now we're going to VS it again. We'll do 2,000 feet a minute. Beautiful day out here. Take a look here at the exterior of the TBM. It's looking good. That's 1,000 feet to go. You'll go to flight plan down here. This is where they would normally give us direct to our first destination. So we're going to go direct. Enter. And that's direct bomb. And now we're going to go into nav mode, and the airplane will turn direct bomb up. Well, it sounds like we're getting somebody on the radios. So if we come down here and look at the iPad, we're going to go direct Bahama, direct 2. And there we are, and there's our route. Right on down to Staniel Key. So what's really unique is coming up in real life, there was this pre-clearance at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport where a lot of times when you fly out to the Bahamas and say you want to go to Staniel Key, which is where we're flying today in the sim, you would have to land somewhere else as there's no customs at Staniel Key. So you would have to land at like San Andros, get out of the plane, do all your paperwork, clear in, and then continue on to your destination. So having this new pre-clearance coming out at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport with the customs office that's there is going to be so convenient, as you just pre-clear and then you can just go to whatever island you want and not have to worry about clearing in customs once you land out in the Bahamas. So that's going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to trying that out in real life. So now that we're at cruise altitude at 15,000 feet, take a look here at the cabin pressurization. They got a cabin altitude at 3,900 feet. Pressurization's holding steady. It's not climbing or decreasing. Got a differential pressure of 4.4. And the elevation there at Staniel Key is going to be 4 feet. And our oxygen pressure is at 1,703 psi. And we currently have right around 120 gallons of fuel on board. Taking a look here at the ECS, Environmental Control System panel. What's nice with the TBM900 is the pressurization's done all automatically. We have it in auto mode right there. Taking a look down here in the co-pilot by your right knee, you'd see there's your crew music source. It's off, XM radio, and you got your phone. Normally in real life, I'd be usually put XM radio on and be able to listen to some music while you fly. It's always a lot of fun. If you look right here, you'll see ETE, estimated time en route. We got another 40 minutes and 55 seconds remaining of this flight. So how are you guys enjoying this flight so far? Good? Good, glad to hear. If you guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. I can actually put the sun visor down for you guys.
Alpha Radar, good afternoon. Bahamas 226 by the 360.
Well, how about that? We actually heard somebody.
Can you, altimeter 299.5 if you request descent in 7 miles.
So we're hearing the pilot, we're just not hearing the controller. We're still too far away. So if you guys are new to my channel, I am a professional pilot, and I fly a TBM850 as my full-time job. This is a TBM900 here today. Unfortunately, everything in real life is in a holding pattern with traveling and flying with the COVID-19 going on, the pandemic. definitely I'm looking forward to getting things back to normal where we'll be flying in real life around. You guys are thinking about becoming a pilot. Right now is a great time to do things online. My friend Jason Shepard runs m0a.com. It's an online ground school. He also wrote a free book, The Private Pilot Blueprint. All you gotta do is pay for shipping, and it's a guide to basically show you how to save time and money as you go through getting your ratings. It's all linked in the description below. Be sure to go check it out. So taking a look down here, this is Staniel Key. This is the Exuma Island chain. And Staniel Key is right basically in the middle of it. Where I have our alternate set is north of Eleuthera, which is right in this area. They have customs there. Even though we pre-cleared in, they have jet A or jet fuel there. So that's a great spot to utilize as a alternate airport. There have been times at Staniel Key that I've had where an airplane's been disabled on the runway where you have to go to an alternate. Being able to utilize North Eleuthera is a great spot. It's to get in and out of there is a lot quicker than if you were to go into Nassau for the most part. The other three airports they could also utilize, you have San Andros right there on Andros Island. You got Fresh Creek, and then Congo Town, which is right down in here. And you also have Great Exuma, which is down farther along the Exuma Island chain there. But today we have our alternate set for North Eleuthera. This is where my buddy and my coworker Reggie would be sitting, right back here in this seat. Fortunately, he's not modeled into the flight sim here. He'd be back here, probably sleeping. And we'll take a look here. This is the main cabin door. To open it, you would push this button and then hold that button and turn this counterclockwise and then give it a firm push. That's how you would open it. And to close the door, once you get in the airplane would be open. You get in here, and then you come right over here, you put the steps up, and then you push this button right here, and the electric motor will bring the door down. Then you would just turn the handle clockwise to secure the door. And to visually check to make sure the door is secured, you can see through these little windows, you'd see green, and you would know the door is secured. Alright, enough messing around back here. Let's get back up here and get back to work. One really cool feature on ForeFlight here is, say you want to find out how far a distance you are from something, you put your two fingers on the map and a little measuring thing comes up so you can scroll around and see how far you are from things. So right now it looks like we are currently around 47 miles from Nassau. Alright, so let's take a look here. We go to the airport tab. This is the Staniel Key airport tab. Basically, we're in the middle of nowhere out here in the Bahamas, which makes this place even better. We can go to the 3D view. Take a look at, this is what it's going to look like. Got runway 1634. You can scroll around there and see what it's going to be looking like. So we're going to come in from over here and land straight in from this direction. So now that we're coming up on the Exuma Island chain, I'm going to say let's drop it down in and get a good view of the islands down there. So we'll go around down to, we'll do a VFR altitude 5,500 feet, and we'll VS that down. And I'm going to pull the power back here so we don't overspeed the airplane. So we should see some pretty good views coming up. The Exuma Island chain is by far one of the most beautiful spots in the Bahamas that I've ever been to. The first island that we're going to come across, and I'll show you guys, is going to be Norman's Key. Right here, that's 1,000 feet to go. This island actually had a lot of trouble back in the 80s with the drug runners. There's actually a couple crashed airplanes around there that you go snorkeling on. So since we're in heading mode, we'll turn the heading bug over to the left here, and we'll go over that direction to show you guys Norman's Key. If you look out the front windows, over to the side there, you're going to start to see the island chain start coming into view. And we'll come up to the overhead here and turn on our landing light. And we'll be transmitting on 22.8 on COM 2 right here. That'll be the frequency for Staniel Key. And if you look down at the iPad here, you'll see there we are going directly over toward Norman's Key. And then we'll go southeast along the Exumas. And I'll show you a couple other different islands as we go into Staniel Key. Alright, we'll get these visors back up out of our way. So there's Norman's Key. They got the runway down there. They actually just improved that whole area and did a bunch of construction on that to get the runway in better condition. They repaved it and everything, so it's a nice runway, and that's the island where they had all the issues with the drug runners back in the day. It's not really an issue anymore. So we're getting a little bit later in the day here, so the sun is starting to go down, but you can still see the beautiful waters, all the area that you can go explore down there. Staniel Key TBM, 26 miles northwest, inbound Staniel. Yeah, the Exuma chain, as you can see, the beaches and the water are amazing. All right, so we're going to go down a little bit lower. We'll go down to 1,500 feet. BS that down. And we'll come over here to the left, and I'm going to show you a couple islands over here that are of interest. Now that we're going to be coming in and getting a little lower and coming in for landing, we'll turn our inertial separator back on. Flip that switch down here by our left knee. The scoops are activated, and they're redirecting the airflow so that not so much goes into the engine in case we ingest anything. So the two islands I'm going to show you coming up out the front window here, there's going to be this one right here. That's Tyler Perry's island, his private island. And then Johnny Depp owns this island right in this area right here. I know he was trying to sell it, I believe, but I'll show you these two islands. There's our inertial separator. About 30 seconds after flipping that switch, you'll get the inertial separator on light. Alright, so this island right here, this is Tyler Perry's island. You can see the paths for his little road system he's got on there, and he's got a main house right in this direction and right in here. And usually he'll have a boat over in there in that cove. That's his island, his private island, Tyler Perry. And next will be Johnny Depp's island. I'll show you that. That's going to be right all up in here. This is his area. Alright, so right here on the left, this is Johnny Depp's private island. He's got a house right over here in this direction. And this is actually where he married Amber Heard. They had their wedding reception over here, and they had cottages all set up for the guests in this little ridge line. I believe their marriage went south. And so that's Johnny Depp's private island. You can get he usually puts a black pirate flag right up here in this that area right there when he's there. So when you come down to stay at Staniel Key, you'd want to stay at the Staniel Key Yacht Club. Great place. You get a little skiff with your cottage. You can go out and explore. And one really great spot to explore is Compass Key. That's right here on your left. You can go up the island chain here. You got the nice big bay right here to go swimming in. And right here is the marina right in here where you can swim with the nurse sharks. There's a whole family of nurse sharks that hang out there, and you can enjoy swimming around with them. That's right down there in that direction. Alright, we're going to disconnect the autopilot and fly this in, and we're going to slow it up here under our first notch of flap setting. We'll go takeoff, and we're going to actually put the landing gear down, add a little power in. And landing gear is down, 3 green. And we will now go full flaps. Set the landing. Selected. And indicating. Right there. And we'll get rid of the yaw damper. And we'll also get rid of the flight director. There we go. Now right over to the right here, right in this area, that's actually where the swimming pigs are, they live. The world famous swimming pigs. Take the boat, there's the yacht club right over here. Here's our runway. Take the boat right around this cove and visit the swimming pigs. Alright, so this is a short runway. We're gonna, let's disregard that. It's just our altitude alerter. We'll get that up out of the way. So it's a 3,000 foot runway. We're gonna pitch for 85 knots. And once we land, we're gonna go into reverse with the prop. Changes the pitch of the prop. We'll go into reverse thrust and do some braking, and we should have no issue with this runway length. Staniel Key, TBM 3 mile final, 16 Staniel. Here's the pigs. I don't know if you guys can see them right over there swimming around. A little bit high, we'll pull the power back. Pitch for our speed of 85 knots, which we're right on. Another cool area is right out here in front of us, right in this little spot right here. It's called Thunderball Grotto. It's a little cave system that you can go in and explore. That's right here. It's real close to the yacht club. A lot of fish are in there. It's a beautiful sight. one of the James Bond movies actually did some scenes around there. It's a narrow runway too, 75 feet wide. So we're looking good, right at 85. 500 feet to the ground here. And there's always a lot of turbulence in real life when you go over this little hill at the end of the runway.
500.
There's 500 feet, airplane's telling us. You'll usually get a lot of swirling with the wind and turbulence right on short final. Looking good. Actually, the ramp over there on the right of the runway, it looks pretty full. There's a lot of people virtually at the Daniel Key right here. There's really never a bridge right there to the left. That's a mistake. Alright, so we're going to go back to flight idle.
Sync rate.
85 knots,
Sync
looking
rate.
good.
Airspeed.
Go back into the flare. There we go, not bad. Back into reverse. And welcome to Daniel Key in the Bahamas, guys. There we go. Man, that was a exciting, fun flight. I haven't been to Daniel Key in a while, so it was a little bit of an adrenaline rush coming into land. But look at, we barely used up any runway. And that's the same in real life with the caravans that I fly in here. I can usually make this turn off to the ramp. Here we are. Where should we park? We'll park right over here to the right. Daniel Key, TBM, we're clear of the runway. Daniel Key. Turn everything off. And we'll go cut off. There we go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that flight. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you guys all again on a future flight. Hope everybody's doing well with this crazy COVID deal. And we'll talk to you again someday soon. Take care, guys.